Hello, Internet, and welcome to some new Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. So far, nobody has awakened yet. I must actually confess that, I haven't played for quite a while, so... What was... Oops, no, hold it, resume. I haven't played for quite a while. How do I get to the... Oh, that's third person, first person. There, I forgot. It's the right mouse click. Okay, what am I supposed to do? What am I doing? I'm down here in the secret cellar. Well, it's not secret, but it was hard to get into. And this wolf in front of me only speaks to Professor Schwartz. But Professor Schwartz died a long time ago. Oh yes, and there was a Professor Herzog here who left a letter which tells me that there is in this clinic an anonymous patient, a nameless patient, who can calculate the movement of celestial bodies. That is, planets, moons, and of course asteroids. And since I am very positive that Professor Moriarty is actually capable, very capable, because he was a professor of mathematics and astronomy. He wrote a book about the movements of an asteroid, which was so brilliant that many of his colleagues had problems understanding it and following his reasoning. So yes, and Professor Herzog here says that this patient should be moved to another clinic. And so far, I haven't found this anonymous patient. I've actually been in all the cells, and he's nowhere, so maybe they really moved him. Maybe that's just a little sidekick they've got in here. So this is what Professor Schwartz looks like. I've got spectacles from Fräulein Müller, so I can use those, and I've found a fake beard in the classroom, of which I now possess the key. So if I now disguise myself, I could talk to Wolf, right? So, how about doing that? These two? Professor Schwartz's disguise. Alright, let's talk to him. Hello?
So, Wolf, I see you have mastered your lesson. Splendid.
Professor Schwartz?
I congratulate you, Wolf. I cannot say the same about your other classmates. I am most unhappy with their behavior, because it seems they have been cheating.
Professor Schwartz, you saw them, didn't you? I know my lessons. I always work so hard, and the others, they crib from me.
I know, my boy, I know. But their leader, he is a doctor, isn't he?
Yes, Professor, yes. He is the most vile member of the group. Sometimes he tries to keep me from my lessons. He says he will treat me like the others who don't speak like us and who scream so very loud when he punishes them. But I keep to my lessons and recite my tables all the day. He can't stop me.
That's good, my boy. You have made me proud. Now, I need your help. Where do they meet? I must find them and make sure they get the punishment they so rightly deserve.
They meet over there, but it is well hidden and only the doctor has the code. First, he makes noise with the fire near his office. Afterwards, he makes noise with the fire in front of me. And then he makes noise behind me. You will see he does not know his lessons.
Thank you, Wolf. That's a clever boy. You have earned high marks this term, but for now you must try to recite your lessons in silence. Since I am the professor, I know and see everything. There is never a need to shout.
As you say, Professor Schwartz.
I don't need it anymore.
Alright. Don't really know what he told me there. This door's closed. He makes noise with the fire in his office. His office is over there, but I've already searched his office. Is he talking about the fireplace? Maybe I can hit it with the poker. Yeah. I've searched everything here, right? This thing doesn't open. Huh? Oh, I broke it open with the poker. Oh, damn and blast it. I tried all the keys and the spoon. Okay, what's this here? Professor Gygax, after reading your letter, I understand that the risk of exposure by my master is great. I believe that even if we employed hairpieces, heavy top-coats, and generous tips, nothing would slip him safely past this country's custom officials. As the great day draws near, my master's behavior will become more uncontrollable, and our plans should not risk ruin due to unwanted attention. So I ask you to keep light, my master, close at hand. He will enlighten you when darkness returns to cover this place. Echoes from 5 New Orleans tell me our people there need more means. 5. Make sure that they have what they need so their deliveries to you are not overly delayed. I hope to congratulate you on the quality of your work when I receive your package, till he accepts you among his followers, chosen ones, whatever. Telegram from New Orleans. By the way, of course, it's total nonsense to say that this... I already said that, didn't I? That this does not come from New Orleans just because it's French. Because, of course, this slip of paper is from Switzerland. And they just wrote down what came through the wire. I think I said that before. Yeah. Wilhelm Burger. It's the guy who's selling all the jewels. That's what Wolf told me. My last report. Oh yeah, that's about the anonymous man. I found a file. He was found on a riverbank and was almost dead. Sounds like Professor Moriarty. He fell down the fall. I didn't. So he almost drowned. But actually survived the fall. It's nearly impossible. Okay. But hey, the patient is mute and suffers from after effects of a cranial fracture. Yeah, he really crashed hard. Water can be very hard, including amnesia, so he doesn't remember anything. He's capable of performing menial tasks and seems to have an extraordinary aptitude for lessons given here. How peculiar. Holmes, if I realize who this very probably is, so should you. Can't go to the map. Okay. So what do I do now? I still haven't found out what I need the hairpiece for. Black Edelweiss stuff. It's a bunch of keys, and I don't need the caliper, actually. But hey, you never know. Maybe I do.
Hold on. There's an oily stain on this letter. It smells of iodine. Interesting.
Letters found in Dr. Gygax's office. They originated from various Swiss banks and show that during these last months, the doctor completed several sales of precious stones. Each transaction was for a great amount. He must have a real treasure. These letters also reveal funds were transferred to specific bank accounts in London and New Orleans.
Unbelievable. These letters are from various Swiss banks and show that the doctor made several...
Yes, I just read that, Holmes. And I'm Holmes, so what's this? Oh, it's just closing it. Anything else I have overlooked?
The Worship of Ghouls by Count d'Arlet. I do not think this book would give the reader pleasant dreams.
Yeah.
I don't know what this Gygax...
Yeah, I had all this.
I need a name to continue my research.
I don't have a name. It's an anonymous patient. Oh, I know. I know what to do with this. This one. No, this one. Here. I found a bag still full of birdseed. If you must replace Birgit after my shift ends, do not forget 3 short bells, then a long one. This will send the lift back up to the doctor's office. You mean back down to the doctor? It's up now, or is there an even lower floor beneath this floor? When it arrives at the first basement, the way up will be blocked. You will have to go down to get the dishes afterwards. Gretchen. How Faustian. Okay, but I don't want to go just yet. Okay, this is the room where the doctor does his heinous experiments on human brains, actually, because he wants them to...
I feel great pity for the patients who must have been tied to this machine.
Because he wants them to learn something without understanding it, which is this, but...
The faint signs remaining on this blackboard are in phonetics. It appears that people were forced to recite some text with no real understanding of its meaning. It's a pity that the text was erased.
A pity, as you say, Holmes. So he tortured them, basically, and at the same time tried to manipulate their brains in order to become, well, a kind of zombie, actually.
What's this? A battery with a crank starter. No doubt used to stimulate his patients.
Stimulate, eh? That's a euphemistic word for that. So he tried to manipulate their brains to turn them into drones, basically. No resistance, no fighting, but being able to recite whatever's on that board.
These birds are from the aviary. They served a purpose beyond mere decoration.
Yes. According to the professor, he experimented with the brains of the birds and then went on to human beings. This book looks important, but I can't touch it. Okay. So should I go up now? Oh no, hold it. Yeah, the meeting room. Oh, what did he tell me again? First he makes noise with the fire near his office. Oh, hold it. Near his office. I am in his office. So... Oh, one of the torches? Oh. Near his office. Oh. You? You? Oh. Ah. Okay, then... Well, how did it go? Afterwards, he makes noise with a fire in front of me, and then he makes noise behind me. front of you. And then behind you. This one? No? Maybe this one? Oh, okay.
It works. Simplicity itself.
Of course. So easy, Holmes. Ooh. Oh, Indian guru. Oh, Nepalese. Bangladesh. Something of the sort.
My apologies, but I do not understand what you're trying to say. If I may introduce myself, I am...
Who you are means nothing. All that matters is your reverence to the One. You came to invoke the great Lord with the speaking, and now I ask you, who am I, you wretched mortal?
What happened to his... What? What is the name of the Enlightened One? Do I know you? How the frickin' hell am I supposed to know that? I've never met you before. Cthulhu? I can't know this. Well, I'm playing Sherlock Holmes. I, the player. But he's not Cthulhu. Cthulhu is a big octopusy thingy. Huge, you know, ocean waves. That's what they're trying to awaken, seemingly. The professor has large amounts of money, and he's working for somebody who's telling him what to do with that money. So he's selling, well, not money, it's precious stones. Whoever's in control tells him to turn these precious stones into money and then send them to London and New Orleans. So in London they were collecting foreigners. They brought them to Switzerland, forced them to learn some chant for a ritual, obviously, and what then? I don't know. I haven't seen them. They're not down here, so maybe there's a door behind him if I pull this. Don't know. What else do I know? What else do I know? Well, he's sending this money to London to finance the operation there, which should be finished by now, because they collected the foreigners and they sent them. I say foreigners, like people from all kinds of, not races, from all kinds of different people, different folks. But New Orleans, the operation seemingly is not finished yet. So they still need money, so this guy who's controlling the doctor tells him to send more money to New Orleans, and he does so. How would that tell me who this is? It's the Enlightened One. Is this the guy who's telling the doctor what to do? Can't be, because the person who's telling the doctor what to do sends him letters. This guy, he doesn't need to send letters. He could talk to him. He could tell him what to do. So must have overlooked something. Okay, that's the letter from the Swiss banks. London and New Orleans. He's selling precious stones, right? He must have a real treasure, wherever he got it from. What's that? On the handwritten letter found in Dr. Gygax's office, there's a greasy stain, apparently from an oil lamp. This specific oil is a variety that has not been in common use for some time. The person who wrote this letter must therefore have access to old stores of lamp oil. The letter is also recent, being dated a few days ago. I can infer it was posted from Europe and should have passed through countries with a reliable postal system. Strong odor of iodine was also detected. This letter was also in the presence of sea air before it was posted. Unfortunately, the envelope it came in was not found. Doesn't really... I mean... Okay, so it was... The letter was in the presence of sea air before it was posted, so it was probably posted in London by one of the accomplices there. Oh no, he's talking about the handwritten letter. Oh, what letter was that? This one. This came from London? I thought it came from New Orleans. Another telegram came from New Orleans. Complications, big delay, but goods will be ready on time. Need money because no more stones. A. So this is not this guy. Because this guy says... Echoes from New Orleans tell me our people there need more means. So he is not in New Orleans. So he's in London because... Those are the 3 points of operation. Switzerland, London, and New Orleans. So he would be in London. So if this... So he's in contact with old oil. Where do they store large quantities of oil back in the 1890s? Maybe at a hub? No, they wouldn't store it there, they would sell it. Don't know yet. But sea air points to the harbor. And iodine comes from the doctor, of course. It's just... proving that he touched the letter. After probably fiddling with one of his patients. But that doesn't tell me anything about the name. And this is not the big boss either. He says that he has a master himself. So this is the guy who's giving orders to the doctor, but he's getting orders from his master. Through receiving your letter, I understand the risk of exposure by my master's great. I believe that even if we employed hair pieces, heavy top coats, and... Oh no! The enlightened one is the master. That's why I found the hair piece. They were trying to find ways to smuggle him out of Switzerland into another country. This country's custom officials. As the great day draws near, which is probably the ritual they're about to do, my master's behavior will become more uncontrollable and our plans should not risk ruin due to unwanted attention. So they're gonna leave him here. So I ask you to keep light. Oh, my master, his name is Light? He will enlighten you when darkness returns to cover the... Ah, right, your name is Light. The enlightened one who's called Light. That's silly.
This isn't right. Perhaps if I begin again.
You're not Light, so you're not the master. hold it. A place where they store lamp oil. Lots of it. Loads of it. That stupid, where is it? Here, it's with great sadness that the Northern Lighthouse Board announces the loss of their faithful employee, Matthias Fernsten, due to an unfortunate accident. Mr. Fernsten had been the security guard at the lighthouse for the last 23 years, and his demise... According to tradition, the position will stay within his family, and his nephew Bart, recently returned from India, will take over the... So, Bart is the guy giving orders to Dr. Gygax? Because this letter originated not from London, but from the lighthouse, of which I have no idea where it is. Oh, yes, I do. Hold it. One of the, YouTube comments told me that the Northern Lighthouse Boards takes care of lighthouses in the north of the United Kingdom, which would be somewhere in Scotland, which is not a huge country, but still. So I don't really know. Why would they be in Scotland? So his name is not Light. Is his name Bart then? But Bart is the guy who wrote the letter, right? It's not. Your name is not Bart. Simpson. Bart.
This isn't right. Perhaps if I begin again.
I'm definitely missing something. He's not a pirate. He's not. That's about the Maori. The pub symbols. Can't read that. Your name is Cthulhu. Passport of Amos Colby. You're not Amos Colby. I know he's dead. This doesn't have a name. This is the letter from the customs officer. It has nothing to do. Label. It's from Mycroft. Strange poem. Oh, hold it. That's the translation of this. Right, and Mycroft gave me... I have included an approximate translation of the characters that you discovered, though it is a rough and I must admit rather enigmatic. Light of Abyss. So maybe Light was just a nickname, a short form. Are you the Lights of Abyss? Kind of a stupid name is that. Light. What kind of bad kerning is this? Lights of Abyss. Yes!
Even your pitiful mind can find enlightenment before serving as food for the servants of chaos.
Where are all those poor souls kidnapped in London? And what about the others who passed through here in their travels?
Your search is in vain. You are nothing to the great Lord. Soon he will heed our call, when those titans will be reassembled for the awakening of their king. The sleeping Lord shall walk the earth. You and your kind will tear your flesh when you learn how your lives insult the great Lord and Master. You will plead for the abyss, as have all those before you who fed the Great One. Those who give their weak flesh to our Lord cry for his return. So shall you. He has lain dreaming, silent, hungry, awaiting his followers. Tremble in awe. Behold, the Great One returns.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Religious nutter.
He makes so much noise. I better be on my way before he attracts the entire staff.
So how about killing him first? With the poker. In the living room. Can't even get close to him. But I want to try the torch. Can't jump. Oh, forget it. So how do I get out of here? So they're coming down. As I clearly saw. They're going to be here any minute. Oh, I know how to get out of here. I know how to get out of here. Oh, yes, I do know how to get out of here. No. You close the door again. Good. I know how to get out of here. Ding, 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 dong. Ding, 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 dong. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in the next episode of this very hard Let's Play. Pike is signing off.